welcome back to Organic Confidence. As always, it's me, Amber. I'm really excited about today's video because we're going to be talking about my pets and how even my pets live the organic lifestyle.
So there's a lot we're going to cover today.
Even my fur babies are organic, which I love. It is very important to keep your pets as healthy as possible, and with that is feeding them the best, bathing them in the best, making sure they're using the best at all times, even the best treats, keeping them clean and healthy and sane, because the thing is if cats get stressed out, even dogs, if they get too stressed out, they can make themselves sick. So it's important to keep your pets happy and keep them healthy. So that's what I'm going to kind of show you a little bit today on how I keep my pets happy and healthy. Like I said in my first video, I have 2 cats and I have 1 dog. I have a cat named Shadow. He's 2 years old. He is my high anxiety cat. He's quite a character. He is my first. And I love him. He's such a cute little baby. Then I have Baxter, who is an 8-month-old pit bull, and he is the cutest and sweetest and most lovable thing in the whole wide world. And then there is Poppy, who is about 14 weeks old, and she is just the spunkiest little girl I've ever met. She plays so well with Baxter, and she's like
This big.
and Baxter's like this big. I'm telling you, they play so good together. They're best friends. So those are my 3 babies. So we're gonna start off by focusing on what they eat and drink, all the way to food, treats, and water. And then we're gonna focus on what the cats use the bathroom in their litter. And then I'm gonna look at the vet and the meds that they use, because, you know, cats do get sick. They do end up needing medicine. Same with dogs. Dogs get sick and they end up needing medicine. And, you know, they say be prepared for an animal because they are work. That is
So true.
they're a lot of work and they're a lot of money. Just make sure you're prepared for one if you're gonna get one, but I swear they are the best things. So we're gonna first look at the food. So Shadow eats the Muse Purina Naturals. I'm really lucky he's not too picky on his flavors or how it's made. So that's really lucky for me. I like that. So I'm able to give him really good natural food, and it's adult food. There is a difference between adult and kitten food, and it is
Alright.
to switch it and give your kitten adult cat food on accident sometimes, but don't do it all the time because it is a protein thing. They're growing versus the adult cats that are already full grown. They need a different type of protein, a different amount of nutrients. That's why I give Poppy a completely different brand from Pet Supply Plus, and it's called the Redford Naturals. I use the kitten formula as much as possible. Sometimes I do give her an adult can on accident. That's okay, but just make sure they're kitten food. And then Baxter,
my big old Baxter,
gets fed the Taste of the Wild High Prairie Puppy recipe with roasted bison and roasted venison. And it's 100% organic, 100% natural, and it's grain-free, so he's going to be a
big muscular biggin.
So for the cat treats, I give them the delicious feline greenies, dental treats. That way they're able to get the nutrients they need and also get the
Clean teeth they need.
Good mommy right there.
bad mommy though, because I never got them used to brushing their teeth. Get your cats and dogs used to you brushing your teeth, because then you won't have to be such a bad parent. For the cats, I also give them snacks. So I recently switched them over to wet food. It is actually a lot better for cats to have wet food, because when it comes to dry food, it's very inflammatory for their digestive system. There's less preservatives in wet food, so it is a lot easier for them to digest that. And then when you get the natural stuff, you only get the gravy, you only get the juices, you only get the meat, you only get the proteins. So it's very important to keep your cat healthy. When they eat dry food and they get their digestive system inflamed, that's causing them medical issues and could eventually result in something a lot worse. Because I recently switched them over to wet food, they are not used to not having food all day. So I get them little snacks. What I do is I grab a little pouch meal. I like to get the Ruva. It's a family-owned brand, and it's so good for them. They love it. They just love the little snack.
Keep them so happy.
So I just kind of split this between the 2 of them. And I don't do it every day. It's really only when they show me that they're hungry again where they'll get like a little annoyed. So Baxter's treats are just a bunch of grain-free litter treats that we got from Petco.
Thank you, Becca.
Now for their water, so I am blessed to have a water machine that is
A medical device, so it's a very, very good water.
This water is so good. I'm going to do another video about this water later on, but however, right now I'm focusing on my animals, so I'm not going to get too much into the water, but the water is very, very good for not only you and your body, but it is so good for your pets as well. So we give our animals our Kangen water. We give them Kangen water between 8.5 and 9.5. It's very good for them. It keeps them hydrated, and it helps with their internal organs as well, keeping them healthy. Now, every animal needs a bath sometime, as we all know, because sometimes they can get a little
Smelly.
So for the kitties, we have Natural Defense Flea Shampoo. It's always important to wash them in flea shampoo just because if they are outdoor cats or if they are outdoor dogs or if they ever do go outside, it's important to have that extra defense on them, but at the same time it does clean them. We use the Natural Defense Flea Shampoo from Sentry. It kills and repels fleas, and it's all with natural ingredients, and it's safe around children, and it's vet tested. So this is a very, very nice product right here to have. It has kept my cats entirely flea free, so that's a really good thing. And then for our puppy, we use the Esprit Natural Wholesome Pet Hair Puppy Shampoo with tea tree. Tear free. With 100% organically grown aloe vera. This has done really good things to help him repel it. Of course, dogs are a little more prone to getting fleas because they are outside a lot more than cats usually. So also having a second or third form of defense will really help them deflect those fleas, because
You don't want to deflect them fleas.
it will also add that extra layer of defense, and it's aloe vera, which is very good for their skin. So if you have an ashy dog,
Aloe vera is the way to go.
now, Baxter has had dandruff before, so we have got the amazing 2 Old Goats essential oil lotion. This smells great. It's made with 6 essential oils, and his skin has just become so healthy because of it. Literally almost instantly, he stops scratching. It soothes him because of the oils, and it ends up moisturizing it. It's a really good product to use if you like have a little couple of dry spots on your dog or something, or even your cat. So for the litter for the kitties, I use the Cat Spot Organic Coconut Cat Litter.
This stuff is amazing.
I love it. I found it on the internet because I really just wanted something that would send me bags every month. And the thing is I chose the coconut because it is also biodegradable and it soaks up the ammonia smell. So you don't smell any of the nasty cat pee.
That stinks.
It's hypoallergenic, and you can just literally throw it into the woods when you're done. It's that easy. No more having to waste plastic to clean out your litter box when you can just
Throw it over into the woods, just.
So now I'm going to focus on the vet that we use. We recently did move to Charlotte, and we have found an amazing dog park to take Baxter to, and we ended up meeting these really nice people that told us about a vet. I went to take Shadow to the vet. He was acting weird. I took him to the vet, and they told me that he's just acting out.
High anxiety stuff.
So they told me a little bit more about their practice and how they have a holistic approach. They encourage their pet owners to go the natural route before they go to the big pharma route. And I loved that about them. When they told me that Shadow had high anxiety, they gave me 2 options for a natural approach. So the first one is just a bottle of essential oil spray. That's all it is. It's just a bottle of essential oil spray. You spray it on your hand and you rub it into their fur.
Get it on in there.
So my cats won't take pills. So when I give this to Shadow, I have to crush it up and put it in his wet food, which actually works out really well. He never has a problem eating it after that. I just give him one at breakfast and one at dinner, and I crush it up and put it in his food, and it helps keep him calm along with the spray. Those are 2 things that I do to help keep my high anxiety cat all zenful. I also use the Dr. King's Natural Pet Anxiety and Stress Liquid. So it comes in a bottle like this, and all you do is you take like 1 to 2 teaspoons and you throw it into their water, and they drink it with their water. It's tasteless, it's all natural, it just helps with their anxiety. So if you're like me and you don't really want to go to a vet and pay all that money to have them give your dog or your cat shots, there are ways to do it safely at home. There is a bit of some education that you need to have with that I have learned recently and have actually taken that into account. You have to be very careful about where you buy your animal shots from. The medicine is supposed to be cold. If it's not cold anymore, or it loses its coldness at all and gets cold again, either way, once it loses that original cold, it's gonna be putting like water into your animal. So it's important to know where you're going handles their shots. That way you're not just giving them water. If you're like me and you want to do that from home, there are places to do that. Just remember what to ask. If you feel any skeptical way about how they handle their shots, do not buy it from there. Go somewhere else and buy it from there. You also should know that every animal needs to be dewormed. So when I got Poppy, I actually got her from outdoors. So I knew there was a chance that she would have worms, and turns out she ended up getting hookworms, which isn't too fun to deal with. I have found an amazing worm clear, and I have seen great reviews on it. I've had a great experience with it. So I must say, for only 5 drops 3 times a day for 2 weeks, it did its job, and it's all natural. And it comes in a little tiny bottle like this. Did its job. It was really affordable as well. And just a little extra bit of strength for your animals to fight fleas. You can give them the dry yeast formula with garlic. Some animals like garlic, some don't. My cats aren't a big fan of it, that's why I put it in their food. Baxter will eat this all up. Fleas don't like the taste of garlic, they're like vampires. And they don't really like the taste of garlic. It just helps fight it off more, and it's actually good for them too. I give Poppy and Shadow both 2 apiece once a day, and then Baxter gets 6 to 10 depending on the day. And that's pretty much it about my animals, you know? It's really easy to take care of them, other than just kind of how expensive they get sometimes. You know, doing it the natural way is really one of the best ways to do it. So I would highly encourage you guys to do that, because our holistic approach to keeping our animals as healthy as they can be, we want to keep our animals as healthy as possible naturally. We don't want any harmful chemicals, toxins, or pesticides reaching our lovely companions. So if you like this video, go ahead and thumbs up. If you have any ideas for future videos, hit my social media below or hit the comments below. Subscribe to the channel, all that jazz. If you have any questions you want to ask me, feel free to inbox me on anything and I will respond to you. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I really love my animals and I really want them to live as long as possible, so I want to give them the best as possible. I encourage you to do the same. I want to hear also what you took out of today's video, so go ahead and let me know that too. Thanks for watching. I dare you.
Fill the paper.
And then
The Vicin and Benison mix. There's less.
And you don't have any hypoallergenics.